Hello folks, so I decided that I'm going to rehouse my Phormictopus Auratus, and a couple of reasons really. If a spider could show that it was being frustrated, then I would say it's this one. It's never really been a burrower, that's the best way of putting it, but it is a rearranger, and there's quite a bit of stuff in here. My substrate is a very mixed bag of all sorts. Anyway, yeah, so it's not really. When I first got it, it was in a little like a cricket tub, and it was inch and a half maybe. So it's grown very, very fast. Yes, in fact, I'd say my Phormictopus Auratus is everything that I thought I was going to get out of my Tarantula apotheosis. It's everything that I thought I was. You know what I mean? It's just a great spider. It's got attitude, feeding response, fast growth, displays a lot. It's not shy in any way whatsoever. Comes out, you know, like if I've just taken the front off my incubator. The one spider that I guarantee will come walking over to the front. Well, it's not the only one, but the one that is most likely to come over and see what I'm doing. My Phormictopus Auratus. It's like so comfortable. Sort of just comfortable in its own spider skin. You know, it's just not afraid of anything. I mean, if when I've got it out, if I happen to try and, I don't really poke it or anything, but if I did, and today's going to be the day I poke it, but if I did, then it will immediately come round in a sort of feeding response. It bit the paintbrush last time I did that. But yeah, but that's not a bad thing, you know. It's not being aggressive. It's just how it is. It's not, you know. I expect it to do that. It wouldn't worry me if it's done it. I just think, oh, well, that's what it will do. Anyway, so the real reason for doing this isn't that much bigger than what it's in, but what it's in hasn't got the depth to do this. What are we up to now? So I can go a bit more than that. I want to see if it would burrow, because it's been moving stuff around constantly. It's been really moving stuff around, and I'd just like to see what it would do if it's given the chance. So what we've got there, 2.5 inches. We could go to 3 inches in that, I think. Now this might be a waste, and it might never do it. I just think it'd be nice to see if it would. Yeah, so we're halfway up a large here. Snail shelter. But, there will be things, there's bits of moss and stuff mixed in there as well. It's a good humidity holding substrate. And as I say, I just want to see what it's going to do. Is it going to do anything? So that's that. Next step, we've got a nice size waterfall here, I think. Something like that. And I've got a big. It's got its own stuff in there. I don't think it's going to be particularly attached to anything that's already in its tank. That's the best way of putting it. It just moves it around. I've got loads of stuff here. Just a bit of moss on it. I want to see if it's going to make a hide. I like to have the moss up near the water bowl, because then if it wants a really dry place, it's got a dry place at the other end, and the moss can be, you know, I don't think it's never really shown much of a sort of appreciation for moisture. I've got bits of bark and stuff. Should have got everything out really, shouldn't I? I should make it a hide over here with a starter burrow, I think. I want to get it in the mood doing this. I've got a feeling it's just going to go around sort of filling its water bowl, doing all sorts. Because if we're going to have a sort of more moist area, I want to do it here. Something like this. That bit there. So that makes it sort of easier to keep this moist and in the water bowl, is the way I like to think about it. it wanted to, it could go down there to start. Let's see. We need something that's an actual hide over this end, I think. Not using that anymore. It's really wet. I just don't. It's a bit more of an experiment, really. I want to see what's going to happen when it's got a bit more opportunity to sort of do its thing, really. Oh, that's good. Okay. Right, so that's a sort of nice piece, isn't it? Yeah. It's a big spider. It would be scrunched up in there, but they like being scrunched up, don't they? These spiders. And I imagine it'll end up sitting on this. But this gives it. I'd really like to see if they're not known for being big burrowers. It likes a bit of, I do keep it a little bit humid, and it likes to fill its water bowl in, which spreads the humidity. But this substrate will be full of humidity. So a burrow here. If it does want a really sort of wet one, go down there. Hopefully, that's my issue, my plan. Yeah. Now the downside of this is this has been outside, well not outside, in the garage, and obviously this moss has been outside. So this is not warmed up, and I like to warm things up normally. But let's see what happens. Here he is. I don't know if it's a he or a she. It seems very active at the moment. Usually is very active. I think he knows something's up. One of my favourite spiders. Do it so you can see it. He's not looking happy now. He's scrunched up. Can I get this out? This was a failed experiment, really, just to see if he had any inclination to sort of go towards that hide. Come on then, mister. That's it. Out of the way. Do this side. He keeps coming forward. We don't want to come forward. Nice new home. Unfortunately, it's a little bit chilly for you. Don't eat the brush. Just sort of see if he's going to touch his way. He just keeps coming back up. No, get down. The other way. There we go. What an amazing looking guy. I haven't sexed him actually. This is one where I actually bought it hoping it would be a male, because the males of these go totally gold. Like it's like a bar of gold with 8 legs. The females get a bit golden as well, but males look so amazing. Let's go in close. Do anything for us. I think he's just going to sit there. Sit there and look pretty. So, well, what else am I going to do? Put some water in. I'm not going to moisten the substrate because, as I say, it's come out of that tub, it's going to hold a lot of moisture anyway. And as it dries out, because he's heated, he's kept next to a heat. So this side over here, zoom out again, really, shouldn't I? He's not moving around, is he? So yeah, so this side over here is going to end up drying out, and that's not going to dry out. And this thickness of substrate should mean that it takes a long time to dry out. Although this is a breeding box, it's not the Exoterra, it's the cheap brand, the one you get from the spider shop, cheap brand. Same thing, exactly the same, but it's got a lot of ventilation, so they do dry out really quick. So this size, I think it's 500 ml of water. I empty half of one of those every sort of 3-4 days, just into the side, around this sort of side. I've got one of these with my curly hair, Tiabo, and I empty it all down that side, and it dries out again within sort of 3-4 days. So it's taken a lot of water. I know I've seen people seal up some of the ventilation holes on these. I'm not going to do it with this one just yet. We'll see how it goes. But decided to do a bit of exploring after all. It's just so amazing. So I don't know if it's a he or a she. He's stunning, absolutely gorgeous. I think this is an underrated spider. I really do. Everyone's always talking about LPs and loads of other stuff, and then these get talked down because of their, I think it's aggressive feeding response. But I mean, a gold spider, and I mean proper gold spider. As I say, it's bronze at the moment. Can't come out. Can't come out. I'm not a spider handler. Yeah, I don't think he'd want to be handled anyway. Come on, let's go down. It's probably just, you know, it's cold in there. I think that's what it is really. It's nice to see him move around a bit anyway. Look at that. You can see, so he's bronze at the moment, and next molt he should go, his carapace will be golden, and all the legs can go golden as well. Look amazing. Maybe he is smaller than my checker golden eel. I don't know, maybe 5 inches at a push I think now, actually, judging by that ruler. 5 inches. Anyway, there we are.